I'ma say this again too. These motherfuckers need to just hide. Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't mean like hide as in hide from the law, because time's coming where y'all gotta go to prison, okay? I mean like hide from these fights and stop trying to get embroiled and in the midst of battles, okay? Hear shit and pretend like y'all didn't hear shit. Like I said, y'all live in a big old glass house. Like, there's just so much ammunition out there that people, regular people, performers, artists, get used to, like, unalive all y'all. Lyrically and everically, okay? So you bunch of Janices, you need to just shut the fuck up and sit down, because that's one thing that I just never understood why Nicki got with, Kenneth Petty, knowing he has that rap sheet, because you must, I mean, like, come on. Obviously they would, you must have thought that your ops would use that against you, but you know what? Who knows what really happened? Only the spirits, they know. I'm just gonna leave it right there. But I'm gonna say this: Nigga Jigga is in no place or position to try to size up or try to seem better than Kenneth Petty. You're worse, okay? And your files, they're out there. We know about Foxy Brown. We know about um, I'm hearing the spirits say Lil Kim. And we know about Beyonce. We know that you tried to holler at Aaliyah before she became an adult, when she was actually underage. So we know all about that, and we know about your skank. Y'all know, if you've been listening to the other recordings, who his skank is. So you like them young. You are a creep. And I did say this, like, you don't need a rocket scientist to figure this shit out for you. You don't need Einstein to figure this shit out for you. Show me, nigga, show me your friends. Show me your company. Show me your motherfucking company, and I'll tell you what kind of person you are. Don't tell me that your friends are free to be who they want to be and blah 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 and cow jumping over the moon bullshit. No. How dare you be friends with pedos and claim not to be one? Nigga, shut the fuck up and get the F up out of here. Because I wasn't born last night. I don't know about anybody else, but I wasn't born last night. And with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised to hear that you've been touching, fondling your own daughter. Daughters. Daughters. Because you like them young. And there, you've got a rap sheet history of doing that shit. Along with a string of friends, like pretty much everybody in your friends group, jigga nigga, are pedos. Like all of your associates and all your friends. And stop acting like you a top dog. You ain't. You're not. Okay? I think I kinda like figured out what Juicy Drake, the Iceman, meant in Shebang. When he said, what kind of man are you? A middleman. The middleman. Okay, so you claim you ain't a bottom feeder, but you definitely ain't the top dog. So I guess you left in the middle. You're a middleman. And I think the middleman, the meaning that ties into that is a yes man. A middleman, I think, is usually the yes man. Okay? You're not going left, you're not going right. You are smack in the middle because the middle is your safe ground. You're a coward. The middleman is a coward. So the middle ground is like you being lukewarm. You don't want to be hot, you don't want to be cold. It's your safety net. Okay? It's your safety net. You don't really give a fuck about black people or the black community. You don't. But you ain't finna go out there and say that. You are a brown nose for a white man. I mean, I told y'all, I'm not with the whole, racism thing and, racial division and all that shit. But speaking in y'all's, language and, from y'all's perspective, I'm just speaking from that perspective. Okay? That nigga is loyal to no one, just like the diddler. What kind of man are you? The middleman. You the motherfucking middleman. Okay? You don't consider yourself a bottom feeder or just like the rest of black people. Because that's what you consider black people. That's how you see black people, and that's the truth. Okay? But at the same time, you definitely ain't a white nigga. You definitely not a top dog, nigga. And that's and those sentences that I just spoke a while ago, those are double, triple entendres. Each of those sentences got several different meanings. I'm not saying Caucasians are superior. I'm not saying that. But whereas his perspective of Caucasians are concerned, he perceives them to be superior. Because he ain't gonna speak on certain issues. You see that video going around with that nigga jigga dick nigga? He looked so goofy and awkward, and he looked like a brown nose. It looked like the one where they were trying to question him about what was it? I don't know if it was about Diddy, or I don't think it was about anybody of color. I think it was about Weinstein or Epstein. I don't know. Weinstein. It was about one of them niggas, Caucasian niggas in filmography. Okay, it was in regards to one of them niggas. Okay, and he looked so awkward. I don't remember which nigga he was standing beside, and the nigga actually came and was like, uh, Jay ain't gonna speak on that, blah blah blah. It was like he looked like a bitch in that video, like he had no say so. He looked like a bitch. Like he literally had no rights, no say so. He was a captive. Like that type of shit is below my pay grade kind of nigga look. That's the look that he had on his face. You not a top dog. You not. You a motherfucking yes man, middleman. That's who you is, okay? And Drizzy then told us, so you coming out here talking about you this and you that. Like, nigga, please. You coming out and saying that is not going to discredit what Drizzy Dan told us. There's just way too many evidences out there on you being a motherfucking middleman. And a yes man. And a waste man. A bitch. A gal. Janice. Shut the fuck up.